नमस्कार डेली पॉजिटिविटी के डेली टास्क में आपका स्वागत है 16th November 2020 Monday. In this video I will be sharing with you the katha of Govardhan Puja, the reason behind Annakut and Bhai Dooj, and the logic behind all three. So I am going to share the story or the katha about Govardhan Puja and the significance in my opinion. As per the Katha, 5-year-old Krishna Bhagwan woke up and saw everybody in his house and family in Gokul Dham, where he was living with Nand Baba and Yashoda Mata. Everybody was busy cooking. They were all dressed up, decorating the house and their homes and the village. He asked his father, Baba, what is the significance of this day? Why are you all so dressed nicely? Why is Amma cooking such yummy food? And why everybody in the village is also doing the same? Nand Baba said, Beta, we are all very thankful to Indradev. Indradev is the one who showers rains on Gokul Dham. Due to the rains, green grasses grow. Our cows, they eat green grasses and we have pure milk. And since we are Gwala by profession, that is the milkmen, we have to sell all the milk, paneer, cheese, curd, ghee to everybody else and all the other villages. We are very thankful that because of the rains, our cows can eat green grass. So we show our respect and our gratitude every year to Indradev. Krishna thought for some time and then said, But Baba, our cows go out and graze the grasses which are grown on the foothill of Govardhan Hill. Should we not thank Govardhan Hill instead? Should we not offer the respect that you are giving to Indradev and actually go and thank Govardhan Hills? Because that is where all the green grasses grow. That is where every day our cows go and graze. We can actually physically see Govardhan Hill, which is giving so much to our cows. Nand Baba thought, this young boy, 5-year-old, is right. And what harm? Anyways, Indradev has never come. Let's offer puja to Govardhan Hills. So, he ordered all the gwalas of his villages to get ready so that everybody can go to the Govardhan Hill and offer puja. By this time, they had all made so much of variety of food. They started packing. They got their bullock carts out and they started loading all the bullock carts with loads of food because they had to travel up to the mountain. So Krishna Bhagwan gave them a brilliant idea. Why not we mix all the cooked vegetables into one large container? So all women started putting cooked aloo, gobi, baigan, palak, tinda, matar, methi, dhania, beans, kaddu, lauki, everything into one large container, and it started to look like a mountain of food. Then in another large container they started to pack all the puris that were made. That started to look like a mountain of puris. With these two mountains of food, they started their journey towards Govardhan Hills. Since they took all their cows and calves and dogs, there were a lot of people, they were noisy, they were singing songs, they were laughing. All that noise reached Narad Muni. When he came to know of the reason why these people were leaving Gokul and traveling with their bullock cart and mountains of food up to the Govardhan Hill, he went and complained to Indradev. And what did Indra do? As usual, he got furious. He was very angry. And he said, okay, so you people don't want to show your respect to me? I'm going to punish you. And he ordered rain after rain after rain on Gokul Dham. And Gokul Dham started to be flooded with water. But There was nobody there because Krishna had asked everybody to go with him to Govardhan Hills. So while Gokul was getting flooded, people were all safe and sound. They reached Govardhan Hills. There, Krishna saw a small, tiny cave. With his little finger, he lifted the cave, and everybody from Gokul could stand and sit and get comfortable under the Govardhan Hills. People started to clean Govardhan Hills foothill, and with the help of cow dung, they made the whole place clean. All the cows were tied in one side, all the children and women and food, they were all arranged. Dogs were tied at all the four corners. Everything was there ready, food was already there, which could last for 15 days. There was grass already available at the foothill of Govardhan Hill where cows could go and graze anytime. Full of water was there because it was raining. So the entire Gokul actually had lot of fun for as long as the rains were going on. Finally, Indradev got frustrated and he started to realize that the mere human was not a mere human. There was a part of Vishnu Bhagwan himself in each human. And this one particular human, who was Krishna, was actually the God himself. He was very, very ashamed and he ran up and apologized to all the people of Gokul, Nanda Baba, Yashoda Mata, and Krishna Bhagwan. And Krishna Bhagwan winked at him and said, "It's okay. You have realized. We are happy." In my opinion, our ancestors knew that after Deepavali, soon the temperature will start falling. Winter season will make the movement of people very difficult. People should have good bonding with each other, and far off relatives should come, meet, and then leave to their own places before it becomes very difficult to move in the very, very low temperature. So, amongst these far off relatives were brothers who had come to meet their sisters because they knew now only after a couple of months they will be able to come and visit their sisters. And hence, after Govardhan Puja and Annakut, we celebrate Bhai Dooj, where brothers and sisters strengthen their bonds, where brothers go and meet their sisters, and sisters pray for the life of their brothers, probably because they have to go back. Plus, wheat, jowar, and arhar or tuar dal, although wheat was introduced very late, so wheat is something that I am still doubtful, but jowar and tuar dal were Indian grains which were harvested during Dasera. And during this Dasera period, they were also protecting the entire grain from animals, and they kept awake for 15 days after it was cut off. So, probably the 9 days is also after the harvesting when they were trying to harvest the grains from the shaft and keeping the grain in one place on the field itself, which took around 14 to 15 days. And once this was done, they had to make sure this entire grains were safely packed for usage for one full year. So these grains were stored in heaps which started to look like tiny hills, and these hills were then packed by layers of cow dung which looked like small hills from far off. Under the sun, these hills would bake and then it would become as good as grain hills. Now, we all know that grains are sacred, and for the entire 1 year these farmers or the people would have to survive on these grains itself. So these were sacred and very precious hills. If you travel by train and look out for these man-made hills of grains in the fields during the Dussehra time, you will know exactly what I'm talking about. These were ancient days of storing grains on the field itself with the help of cow dung. After they made these hills, they had to make sure that these were prayed. They were like gods because food is God. So this is the story, in my opinion, about Govardhan Puja. And now the logic behind Annakut. So they collected the leftover grain from the fields and cooked them, while the women were asked to cook vegetables and then mix them all together in one container, and the entire village would sit and have this wonderful mixed vegetables called annakut along with puris and rotis made of jawar, bajra and other grains. That is why this festival is called annakut. Annakut, which means mountain of food. We have two ways to understand mountain of foods. One, which is the mountain of grains saved for entire 1 year in the form of tiny hills, and the leftovers cooked together by the entire workforce and all the farmers together and celebrate the hard work of many months in the form of mixed vegetables. Do subscribe to the videos and like the video. I know a lot of you are watching, but please like it and comment also. These comments really motivate me to look out for new stories and new logic behind our rich ancient Sanatan culture. Our ancestors were very, very intelligent. It's just that over the period of thousands and thousands of years, the traditions have continued, but the meaning behind the traditions seem to have lost. Let's revive them back. धन्यवाद. आपका दिन शुभ हो. वंदे मातरम. भारत माता की जय.